we go, taps out, only 3 seconds on the respawn. There we go. Nice push once again, really applying that pressure. They've broken through fairly far towards that lower area they're pushing in towards. I believe that's down to Rev as a reload. The Estonians leading the charge. So like David now leads out. Let's find one, I do believe, but not going to manage any more. So here comes the push. The Allied side are going in complete unison towards the CP now. The likes of Jackass, Senji and Co. furthering the charge. Margie has to find them now. Gets the first. Can he manage a second? Fire's going in. He has got a second. Not going to get the third though. Senji will take him down. And there's that CP. Here's that forward spawn. And here come the Allies. So great start from the Allied side of d.intel. These guys are absolutely phenomenal what they do. Do not get me wrong. These guys, well, both of these teams were some of the best there is. Tommy, how is this panning out? Is this what you remember ET to be, like that ridiculously fast-paced kind of like, you know, action that just happens second by second? Because even Knight right now is running those docks.
Just like he's basically just the leader. He would just charging fearlessly. He's just one of those people that are just completely fearless to engage. Really, really good.
So let's see how he does here. He is making his way towards the kind of securing point. I'm going to choose that upwards way. And all you guys from ET know that Drago Panzerfaust, you may not have noticed it yet, but here comes the Doctor. That's going to be extremely fast time, and he has secured. The Allied side have got to be pretty damn happy with that. 2 minutes and 14 seconds on the board. That's pretty incredible right there, guys. You know, I've done my 4-minute times in, you know, 3-on-3s, and I'm like, yeah, I'm the boss. Move over, Squiz, I'm here. But no. They just spanked that. They had a great start. The first spawn, you know, they got the dynamite down. Obviously, the support fires did come in. A couple of the strikes, you know, landing above them, sending them back to that respawn. But nevertheless, they did get it planted straight up towards that CP. Done. No worries, no questions asked. Love it. And shout out to Odie. Oh dear. Michael Odell getting the shout out. I need a Q-pad UC. Wow, even the banter back in 2007. And guys, if you are in chat, I can't read it at the moment, but let me know, were you playing enemy territory in 2007? I think I was. Yeah, no, I definitely was. I was starting to get fairly decent as well, if you can say that. But let me know, what were you guys doing back then? Were you guys still playing enemy territory? Had you moved on? Had you kind of found your basis? I want to know where you guys were at, because obviously you guys are still interested in enemy territory. You're a small bunch, but I love you. But we will be doing this more and more. I do intend to bring you a hell of a lot of action, but now we will see the role switch. So TLR, the previous defending side, will now be having to bring the onslaught of pain to the rather confident, I can imagine, d.intel. So here we go. We can see the likes of Mouse leading the way. The turret of a man drops up that nade. It does connect straight in place of Vertier. That's going to help out to a massive amount. Marcus Nade not doing so well. Finding his own teammate David there. Not great. But the Dynamite isn't actually down either, so this is a bit of a different approach. I think we do see the likes of Winghaven just behind the back route there. Vertier's artillery spawn doing wonders, keeping those Allied sides just a little bit further back. Margie now makes a push to go forward a bit, but well, he got found by the MP40 of Reload, the Estonian master, who looks like he's played way too much enemy territory. Those eyes have seen things, folks. But here we go, Clown, Winghaven now pushing around that back way, and they've destroyed that storage wall. And now they're going to be met with the likes of Jackass. They're just laying down the fire, holding them back far enough to allow for that respawn time. Revers now taps out, and here comes the tap. So they can respawn with that nice spawn shield, reapproach the situation, and here we go. d.intel just mopping up the remains, but here comes Mouse and the likes of Marvg straight up towards that CP. They've got to get things going. 1 minute and 13 on the board. There's not a lot of time to be dilly and dallying. Let's get pushing, folks. Mouse now leading the way. He's going to be steaming through towards those trucks. Oh, he's been absolutely shot to pieces by Revers, but it doesn't matter. He's taking the frag, as is Winghaven. Can Mouse somehow do this, folks? Because that would be incredible. And now pushing towards those docks, and he does have a teammate alongside him, so this could be the moment. This could be the moment. He does have 50 seconds to do this, but that's not a lot of room for error. I'd say the very least. The fire is now coming in just around him. TLR do have to get that tap out in. Going to respawn further down to try and fend off the defending side. They're now chasing desperately. Here comes Knight, gets the first. He's like, no, Mouse is going to get the hell out of there. He knows what's right for him. And now we go. Springs to action. There's not double frag there. Picking up two, but now we go. You can see the kind of back and forth between the teams. They're just exchanging frags right now, and here comes Mouse steaming away towards that. Just area needs to secure this. He knows that's his home, and he's got to get there pretty damn quickly because the fire is now coming in. Clown defending desperately to allow his teammate to get past, but oh, this is right down to the line of the fire. He's going to make it. Unless Rio catches him. Oh my god, he's caught on the stairs, but gets out just about alive. Gets back down. No! He's at the last moment. What a bit of play from Reload. I thought Mouse had that. My heart was beating at an obscene speed. And the Allies just couldn't beat the clock, guys. So there's your taste of enemy territory for now. Can you see why this game was so good? I'm casting, a little bit of COD4 here and there, and, I'm dabbling in that stuff. And I forget how incredible this game is. I genuinely do, and I need reminding of it, because that was just... Already, this is a replay and I still feel excited. How stupid am I? And I don't have the original Bremen, apparently.
Nor do I.
That's how old it is, guys. This is back in 2007, so I'm just going to allow download to one. Hopefully, I'll be jumping in on that server not too quick. So do allow that as a touch of a mistake. We've got the updated Bremen, you know, we've been playing in the more modern era. Whereas back in 2007, I could barely work a mouse and keyboard. So I believe we'll just be, this will be the actual start of the game, I can imagine. So we are just casting this as GTV gives it to us, and we are going to be up on Bremen, which is a lot more kind of a longer style map. The Frostbite and I'm trying to think of other really quick pace maps, you know, the likes of SP Delivery and Co. They're very quick pace because, well, dock run maps generally are. You know, you do have a slight element of that in this map, but it's further into it. So the Allies do have a bit more of a struggle on their hands. So I can imagine this is going to be a bit of a task at the best of times. But guys, if you are enjoying this, make sure you just tweet it out there. Comment on Crossfire, tell me what you think. Obviously, this is the first game I've casted of enemy territory in about 5 years. And even then, it was 0.55, I was bad.
Does the stream seem laggy? Because to me, it actually does.
Guys, let us know.
3T
Let me check
anyway.
chat.
This looks really low 3T. Could be better.
It looks really low 3T, says Tommy. Let's have a little look.
What
I'm
about the
learning
frame
with you
rate?
guys. So let me have a little look. That seems okay to me, but I don't know anything about the world. So guys in chat, let us know. Is the quality a little bit poor? Do you want us to work on it? Just let us know. And we shall help you guys out in any way, shape or form we can. Not sure where that... Is there a black bar at the bottom of that stream? Or is it my PC being like,
yeah, it is. It's 'cause it's
hey?
in windowed mode. I don't know why that black bar is there. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart the screen. Might as well do that.
So, as Tommy breaks the stream, I will give you some audio commentary. It's like being back in old school ET all over again. The Allied side will be TLR, and the defenders, d.intel, and they're going to be having to try and defend this first spawn. The defenders will be the Axis, and they have to lock it down, or each taking their position. The right side now being heavily pressured by the TLR boys, pushing ever further forward. Winghaven laying down some fire, but put to bed eventually by OTS. So now the Axis side will respawn, tap out, get themselves back into this, because they will be rocking that 30-second spawn, I do believe, whereas the Allies will be on that mere 20. So a little bit of an evening out as such. Koz and David now laying down the pressure from that upper area, keeping d.intel really far back into that flag area, actually. So that's quite curious play from them, but the likes of Mouse now bursting forward. Knight trying to find a column, but here comes Winghaven. He does go for the jump, and oh, can he get the flag? No! Denied at the last second, but here comes Marvg and Clown to save the day and get that flag under Allied control. So that's the first stage out of the way. So the Allies will now feel... They've got to be feeling pretty confident with that, because that stage can really drag on. So, you know, that's looking pretty good. I'm liking it, guys. And if you guys are liking this, make sure you know, whack it on Twitter. Do whatever you guys are. I don't know what you guys use, kids these days. You know, I barely understand the internet. But let's, you know, put it out there. It's enemy territory. I'm going to be doing this at least once or twice a week, I hope. I hope and pray. And, you know, if you give us some feedback, we can hopefully then work it with you. So, Tommy, is it all good to go?
I don't know, we'll see. You have to put up with the bar window at the top, but...
You guys can deal. They're good. So we do see the likes of Mouse, Koz, and I believe it was Winghaven, but he's been put down by the likes of Senji from CP. They're going to lay down the fire straight across this street. Heavy contest, you can see the likes of Revers there with the MG. Oh my god, it's been a while since I've seen that. Gets a good couple of frags. Looks pretty damn good. The Allied spawn now respawn together and start pushing across. You can see the likes of Mouse. I think he's running with either a Panzer or... No, he's got an MG himself. Oh my god, the battle of the MG. The buggy little spot that is, oh my gosh. So he's going to be repping that one up. Knight now under pressure by the CP with Senji in tow, but here we go, Knight is put to bed by David. Can the fight come in? No, it can't actually, the revive can't come in. Ouch, just got to hurt. And there's some likes of Clown will push forward, does get a little bit of fire from Reload, get a chip for some of his HP, but nevertheless he's pushing ever further forward towards those trucks and going to try and get straight in here. The objective is being taken by the Allied side. This will be a big double hitter, and here we go. Wow, the truck is repaired, but the Axis have returned the key card. So not complete mission go there. Sadly, the Axis side still hold on, but for how long can they really hold this keycard? That is the question. See Revers and Mouse exchanging frags there with that MG42. That is a big gun if I've ever seen one. now. Here comes the fire. Mouse wraps up another kill. You can see what's happened in enemy territory. Obviously, they removed that later on, I do believe, within this game, and now obviously it does change a hell of a lot of the way it plays out. Nevertheless, the Allies will have a more front with Spawn. Clown now put down, and a couple of others, so the defending side still holding on to this. You see the likes of Margie still up and kicking. Appear out, does get a kill. Knight drops him down, and looking towards that keycard. See the likes of Mouse as well, laying down the fire ever still, but oh, Revers, the MG42, that is absolutely lethal. That's got to be hurting. Every time I go for that little keycard, that tiny little annoyance is just beyond those doors. It was beyond those doors. It's just being denied, but Winghaven and David now in tow, picking things up, getting them running. But here we go, the Allies have got the keycard in their little grubby fingertips. And it is with the Cos trying to be defended desperately by Mouse, leaping alongside him, catching those bullets. Well, Bruno Mars would take a grenade, but well, Mouse is taking the bullets. So that's the only real Axis member to make any sort of damage in this spawn as such. Reload as well joins on the fun, but we do know that truck is already accessible to the Allied side. So Mouse flattening up a touch with the aim there, but nevertheless the likes of the Cos making up for it, laying down the fire with that Garand, finally put down and onto a full spawn by Reload. But nevertheless, here comes Mouse again. I've got to follow this man. He's really leading the charge at the moment, pushing their spawn. Ready to go, drops out the nade, goes charged straight towards him. You can see the likes of Revers there, trying to set up that MG. Oh, he gets it down in just about enough time. Dancing now, Ramon goes getting packed out. He's making a run, but it's not going to happen. Wow, the position from Ertier and Jackass there, causing absolute havoc for the Allied side. Let's spin on, let's see where the likes of Knight are. Knight is around by this point, 10 seconds left to go. I'm surprised he's not getting more aggressive. He did try there, but Mouse is absolutely ripping them apart. Here comes the Cos as well. TLR look good for this now. They're going to get themselves towards the truck and escort that further and further away from the Axis side, who now have respawned themselves. Knight now leading it out with Jackass just coming around the rear. They're going to have to set up again, trying to find their positioning here. The likes of Reload being left in a bit of a sticky situation as he's got some more ammo hidden around the corner. They did stay out on a long spawn, so now Revers has to kick into action. He's doing just that. Takes down Winghaven. Let's follow the Allies because they are leading the charge here as such. David stays out. He does get a bit of fire towards him. His massive grenade did take down Knight, but here comes the rest of them. And Cons again put to bed. Can he get revived in time? I think no, he won't. Oh wow, that was brave play from Mouse there. I wouldn't have gone for that. I'm a massive wimp. Here we go, Mouse right into the fire now. Avoids some of the fire from Reload, but Reload does catch a Cos off guard. Drops him down, Mouse dodging bullets, but not for long enough, as Reload will find him eventually. I do believe it's actually Knight who claimed that frag. Can the Allied side break through now? They're going through that spawn by Marchie, trying to rain in some fire, but it's not going to manage to do much. But great take up from Reload. Oh my word, that pistol action is sensational. To steal the words of a man who used to play this game. But here we go. The d.intel side are not letting this one slip away too much. They're still desperately holding on to this with every step they can take. But the likes of the Cons are really just playing the smart, cool, calm, and collected. And they're going to try and score this way as quick as possible. Marchie already holding that back push there because he knows that's where they're spawning. The likes of Knight and I believe it's Senji already setting themselves up for this one. Winghaven trying to cause some trouble, but it's not going to happen. As here we go, the Axis side regroup, respawning, get themselves really stuck in here. But the likes of Mouse and of Cos once again causing the damage. Here comes the truck, and well, there goes any chance to the Axis side unless something magical happens. I just don't see it happening. Winghaven now charging forward with the Panther. Oh, not going to happen. Reload finds him first and picks up the second on the Clown. But Reload finally put to bed by David, who's still escorting that truck. Can he find another? Essentially, no. But I think that truck is near on beyond kind of the sable point. It's already been called GG. Likes of Ertier saying it there. And well, Tommy, this game has been pretty intense. I'm missing ET seeing it like this.
It definitely does make a change seeing a game like this. Since I've not played it for so long, especially. I don't know, it makes it somewhat feel fresh again.
It's the caliber of the game as well. You know, we're not just watching, you know, some 3-on-3 that's happening. It's an incredible game. These were some of the best players that this game had ever seen, just thrown into a server. The likes of Knight, likes of Reload, Mouse, Winghaven. You could name every one of them as someone who's really made an impact on the scene. So guys, if you are enjoying this, make sure you tweet it out there, get it out there. Just tell me what you think. I'm trying to catch up with your comments. You guys are not as talkative as the other communities. I'll give you that. Quiet. So I'm just waiting on 2 to ready up. Hopefully that will be underway pretty soon. The CFG looks bad. Okay. Get a better config. Hey, we're playing on my config. Don't hate. Hey, your config? That's
Player fight.
Exactly. We'll sort that out next time. We'll get you a nice config if that's what you guys want. But no, let's here come the Allied side, pushing away straight towards those ruins. Centre, the fire does come raining down on the strike, just ripping itself across this map. And the likes of Revers now pushing forward. A bit of fire, but that's from David. His MP40 just taking him down, but here comes the nades. Oh, he's got to get away from that one. Going to get himself right up and above. So hopefully he can get this nade just to land down in due time. And he does do just that, and that clock is looking pretty damn intimidating. 5 minutes already on the board. That is a real uphill struggle. As a player, you're looking at it going, Jesus Christ, that is not a lot of time.